What's up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. So shout out to my subscribers for sending me the link to Daytime Tea Time's interview with Aveon Falstar's management team. Met them. They did an interview with Daytime Tea Time, and honey, it is very contradictory to Tasha K's interview with Aveon Falstar. Before we get into my commentary, definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy the video.
I already know it's your girl Britney Chanel.
Honey, I don't know what's going on in these YouTube streets, but we got another fiasco here. Now, y'all know I'm KingBritneyChanel. I do commentary on entertainment news, pop culture, gospel commentary. Okay, commentation is basically me giving my thoughts and opinion on the headlines, okay, and things that are popular in pop culture right now. So anyway, y'all, I'm sitting here, I done watched the interview Daytime Tea Time did with Aveon Falstar's management. Honey, the woman, it was a woman up there, and I believe she said her name was Kia. If I'm not, like, y'all let me know down in the comments, but I believe that's what she said. So she has a management team with her husband, and basically she told the whole story on how she became the management for Aveon Falstar. So basically what she's alleging is, she said basically like she had saw his covers that he was doing on YouTube, and she reached out, like she was like on every video she was reaching out to kind of secure him on her management team. So she said the very first time like they corresponded, he ended up signing a contract with them. I believe her management was Mectum, and basically he signed a contract with her electronically and all of that. So I'm like, sir, the very first time you meeting somebody or you corresponding with them on the internet, you signing a contract? Crazy. I'm like, see, this the problem. I told y'all with these folks that want to get into this entertainment business, it's crazy. The business part of it is crazy. So she said, you know, he looks over the contract, he signs the contract. Honey, everything Daytime Tea Time was asking her, she claims that he signed a non-disclosure where he can't talk about her and her family or the management team. She was paying, they was, you know, allegedly paying for studio time and stuff for him to record all the songs that were acquired via her management team they own of Aveon Falstar's. I'm like, then, honey, it was crazy. So, not even just that. I think they were saying that allegedly they got power of attorney of some stuff. I'm like, so you literally, sir, signed all your rights over in every single way. This was reminding me of 50 Cent when he told his baby mama, I own your whole life. Honey, she holding it up. Contract, he signed here, he signed here. We get percentages of tours, we get percentages of finder's fees, we get percentages of this, and I'm like, sir, were you not reading this, or were you just wanted to get on with a career by any means necessary? So that was crazy. So she also started talking about his meeting with you know, being on the Wendy Williams show singing, and how, you know, I guess Wendy's team, Kevin and them, they paid for the clearance for him to sing Brian McKnight's song and all of that on the show, and that they had set that up, because when we originally saw it on Tasha K's interview, all of that was left out. But if you look at the video, the lady and her husband are sitting next to him when the guy comes over. Like, so they're the ones like that are sitting there, and they're, you know, she has the Mectum shirt on, and he starts to sing, and he sits back down next to them. So basically, they like, listen, we get a finder's fee, and if it's found out that, you know, he was being malicious and went to go try to get a contract going with Kelvin Hunter, then, you know, it's probably gonna be legal ramifications. And, you know, she was basically saying that she didn't believe that Kevin and his team would have did a contract with him, because they kind of knew that he was under contract with Megdum, her husband's management team, so, or management company. So she basically was like, you know, Daytime Tea Time was trying to get it out of her that, you know, who she might take legal action against. And I'm just like, honey, this just gets more bizarre by the moment. You got, then wait a minute, here go the clicker. The lady you kind of alluded to, because Daytime was asking her, well, why would he go on Tasha K and say he was under Kelvin's management, like a contract with him, if he was really in a contract with you? So she was like, honey, he could have got paid to do that. And she was like, you know, are you trying to say Tasha? And she was like, no, Charlamagne would have a reason to want Kelvin looking crazy. And I'm like, what is going on here? Because if y'all didn't see this morning on the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne tore Kevin Hunter up on the radio this morning, or whenever that was posted. I saw it this morning. But he was calling him Doodle Brown, and, you know, played clips from Tasha K's interview on the show. And it was like, you know, he played the part that I needed a fan for, because it was a lot. Then she was basically saying, because Daytime was like, well, why would he say all of these allegations about Kelvin in such a crazy way? Like, you know, y'all know, an inappropriate way. Y'all know grown people talk. What happens between grown people, or, you know, people when they start getting close. Okay, I got to follow these guidelines. Y'all be playing. I got to follow these guidelines. So the lady from Megdum, the manager, was like, she didn't really believe it, because I guess she was trying to allude to there was other allegations on him from, you know, before. And I'm like, what? Daytime Tea Time was looking from the side like, girl, what? She was on my, it was tea spilled, poured, cup runneth over today. Because I'm like, what is really going on? So how are you suing Kelvin Hunter for not, you know, doing, you know, getting your management career off the ground? I mean, getting your career off the ground if you was in a contract with these people. Then she was saying that he refused the contract with Kevin Hunter. That Kevin Hunter had sent a contract to them and he refused it, because she was saying that you know, John Legend and people like you know, it was a bunch of people that she was saying that was interested in Aveon Falstar. Like, you know, he is a talented person. When you hear his voice, a lot of people's voices don't sound like his anymore. So it was a lot of people interested in him. He had a lot of offers. But honey, the way, and then too, I was kind of thinking back to it, because TK put out that second interview with Aveon Falstar. I was kind of looking at the side eye, because he was really caping hardcore for Charlamagne though. And even with the whole Jessica Reed situation, like, bruh, why are you mentioning Jessica Reed when the situation was about you and Kelvin? Like, why are you mentioning or getting into whether you believe Charlamagne or not? And honey, Charlamagne wanted to play that part of Tasha K interview, but he really left out the part where Tasha K said she didn't believe Charlamagne, which a lot of people, even though Charlamagne is still up there talking about he was cleared and all this other stuff, and we clearly seen on the Star Report with the conclusion stuff we seen on the Blast and all those other blogs, that it was DNA collected. It wasn't tested. From my recollection, because I covered the Jessica Reed case, it wasn't tested because the mother did not allow Jessica Reed to testify. Therefore, why would they waste their resources testing DNA when there's no victim, because the mother didn't allow her to testify? So if you put two and two together, Charlamagne is still out here trying to create a narrative, and it's just like, boy, stop. You didn't even play the whole part of Tasha K saying that she didn't even believe you on that. But it was just weird to me that he was caping for Charlamagne. So I don't know. It could have been It could have been a sit for tat Kevin Hunter Charlamagne situation. I don't know. But it is kind of sounding like what the lady was saying on Daytime Tea Time thing, what she was alluding to. She ain't say she knew concretely, but it was alluding to that. Because when you heard Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club, he was saying that he believed, allegedly, that Kevin was the reason why that his case resurfaced like that. And I think that this is, it could be looked at, if you looking at it from an opinion type of perspective, like, why you caping for Charlamagne that hard? Then the lady was saying that Aveon, like the way he was acting on Tasha K's interview, is as if he had a personal relationship with Wendy. And they showed a clip on Daytime Tea Time that he didn't really even know. It didn't seem like Wendy even really knew him like that, because Wendy was like, didn't even really know his name on the clip. She was like, they was pointing at him, and it was like, Aveon Falstar, like how you present the award but you don't know the person's name and you trying to look at your cue card real quick. That's how it looked when Wendy was up there, Aveon Falstar or whatever. So the lady had the whole play-by-play. He basically, they was getting him, like, I guess, singing engagements, like weddings and stuff like that, because he do have a wedding singer type of voice. They let him stay at their house. They got a 1-bedroom apartment. And honey, I was like, do they live in New York? Because a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, honey, smaller than my office and studio set that I'm in. So I'm like, how they made that shake, I don't know. So I was like, honey, she's still pulling up papers. And then she wanted to say something, but her husband, which Daytime Tea Time pointed out, was kind of trying to stop her in the background, because I guess for legal purposes, she couldn't really say all of that. But it was very, very intriguing, darling. It really had a lot of questions, and it was a real good interview, because I do believe him as far as Aveon. I do believe him as far as it could have been some crazy stuff going on with the Kevin Hunter situation. I kind of believe that. Now the lady, I think her name was Kia from the Mecdum management group that was up there. I think, she said, he's saying all this about the music industry and you ain't gotta touch your toes to get a deal. Baby, I simply don't believe that aspect. Now I was with her on everything else, but I don't believe that aspect. I think that's wishful thinking. We've heard from way too many people, okay? It has been way too many actors, singers, and people that have came out and said this, certain situations, even all the way, if you look back at that Shirley Temple documentary and what Shirley Temple was saying about the industry and what she had to go through as a child star. So it's been way too many incidences of inappropriateness in the music industry, in the industry period, for me to not believe that those people be like, all right, you want this cover, you want this, you want that, let me see what you'll do. Because when you have access to excess money, once you get the money, then you get the power. So you have power or leverage over people who, it's the have and the have-nots. Just keep that in mind. Always, don't get it twisted. People like to focus on this race stuff, but when you have money, it's the have and the have-nots. So, other than that, I thought the interview was a very telling interview. It was a good interview from what I saw. And honey, we know we gonna get more entertainment from, Tasha K and Daytime Tea Time with these two interviews that's offsetting each other. If they playing it, hers is about this, hers is about this, and we gonna get a whole bunch of entertainment in between, darling. Please believe you me. Leave your comments about this down below. It's KingBritneyChanel. What are y'all's thoughts? Do y'all believe Aveon Falstar's claims? Do y'all believe somebody put him up to it? Do y'all believe the manager or the management team from Mecdum? Leave your comments down below. Tell me what your thoughts were on Daytime Tea Time's interview, and I will see y'all on the next video.